Disney officially made history this week. The way they did this was by releasing a movie that was supposed to go to theaters on a streaming service. Like before, like there was just like releasing movies on like Zune and like your DVR and stuff, and then you had to pay extra and pay like $20 to see it. But now, this is the first movie that was supposed to go to theaters and was put on streaming service instead. So today I'm gonna tell you what I think this would lead to and what I thought of the movie. Enjoy. So Disney Plus has released their movie Artemis Fowl that was supposed to go to theaters on Disney Plus. Well, Disney released on Disney Plus. Sorry, I called it. And then, yeah, this is creating history in my opinion. If this is a success, then a bunch of other streaming services will probably end up doing the same thing like they did with releasing movies on our TVs, releasing movies that were supposed to go to theaters on TVs and stuff, and yeah, and so this might become the future of our entertainment. Like, you could only watch the new DC movie off of HBO Max because that's owned by Warner Brothers, and DC is owned by Warner Brothers, and blah blah blah, and you can only watch the new Star Wars movie off Disney Plus, or watch the new Marvel movie off Disney Plus or something. So if this happens, I'm probably gonna stick with Disney Plus because I'm a serious Marvel and Star Wars guy, and it would probably help out more if they get X-Men on there, but I'm not going into that right now. And Disney Plus is obviously counting on this to be in the future, too. Like, that's the main reason why they did this, and they put Onward on there too, but they are putting another Disney movie that's supposed to go to theaters onto Disney Plus. I think it's called Ivan and Me or something. It's something about like a gorilla and an elephant or something. I really don't know. They haven't released a trailer for it or anything. But what I've noticed is that they haven't released any of their movies to streaming services exclusively. Like, Artemis Fowl wasn't the biggest movie. Like, you didn't hear millions of people talking about it. Like, they released Onward into theaters for a few weeks, and they let it go to your TVs and stuff, and I just told you, like, this is the first time I've really heard of Ivan and Me, besides seeing, like, the book at Target or something. And then, if they take a bigger risk, then this might actually become what they hope they will be. Like, if they do something like put Mulan, Soul, or Jungle Cruise onto Disney Plus, then they'll see that this idea might actually have a lot of potential. Like, I think it totally does. Like, I think that, once again, I think that this might be the future to our entertainment. I really hope it isn't. Movie theaters can be good for some movies. But for some movies, it's good to see at home. Happy I didn't pay to see Artemis. I'll get more into that in like a minute. So to sum up the whole how this is making history thing, I think that this could make history, but they need to take a bigger risk. They need to put bigger movies on the streaming services, not just things that are that they don't know would be a big deal or not. Like, I hope all of you understand that. So now let me tell you what I thought of the movie itself. What I thought of the movie was, I remember the trailer after the teaser, the trailer released, and I remember it getting a lot of hate from fans of the book trilogy because it featured things like, because the book trilogy features things like torture and like kidnapping and stuff in a young adult novel, so Disney will probably back away from that type of stuff, obviously. And I can see why they were a little upset. I kind of liked the first half of the movie, but like halfway through, it just lost a lot of stuff in it. I might do a spoiler review because there's just a couple of things in this movie that I was just like, and they ended up I didn't even end up finishing it yet, honestly. There was like 10 minutes left. It was just, they're obviously trying to make a trilogy out of it. Like, they're trying to make like a new Harry Potter and new Marvel out of it because it's a popular young adult trilogy, but that trend died down like 5 years ago after Divergent came out. And yeah, not a good movie. Almost everybody agrees with me. Look it up. It starts out good. Josh Gad has some funny moments, I guess, but it's not really supposed to be a comedy movie. But it started out good with like a lot of fun, creative, and magical story. But then like when it got really deep into the plot, it started getting bored. Like there's so much going on at once. I try not to spoil anything for this movie. I might rewatch the end if I decide to do a spoiler review for this movie. Tell me what you, tell me if you want a spoiler review down in the comments. And finally, they left out a lot of character development in the movie. Like, they introduced a character and just move on. Some people were lucky to get 30 seconds. I think the longest one I had was Artemis, who only got like a minute or two of an introduction. Sorry if I said development earlier. It's an introduction. Like they said, this is his character. Like this is Artemis knows him and stuff. Like that's what they'd say in the movie. And then like they'd sometimes never ever introduce them. Like I think the person that got the most development was Artemis, and only got like a minute or two of an introduction. Sorry, I said development again, not introduction. Okay, so that's the video this week. I hope you all understand everything I'm talking about. I hope you agree with my opinions about this whole future for streaming services thing. And also, yeah, have a good week, everybody. I've already started doing my research for my video for next week. It's going to be kind of a different thing. I'm going to be trying something new. I hope you all like it, and it required a little bit more research.